some examples. Give me a minute. I'm going to connect to a machine, right? From where I will show the white box testing concepts. Okay. The first thing that I want to show is memory leaks. How memory can be leaked in C or C++ programs. Please look at this program. I assume that most of the people or all the people who attend this webinar know C language to some extent, because this is a fundamental thing in every college or any course. If you look carefully, first thing I'm going to show about white box testing a memory leak. If you look at this program, I have defined a character array, a pointer. Then I have allocated 20 bytes to that particular character pointer. Okay? But nowhere in the code I have done free. When I say memory alloc, malloc, I have not done free. Okay? So in this case, the 20 bytes that are allocated by the system to this program is not going to be used even after the program is finished. Manually, how will you find out? Okay, you can always say, I will do the code review. But if you do the code review, what happens is, here it's a small program. Imagine this program is 2000 lines long. I allocate a memory in line number 127. In some case, I release it in 288th line, but I missed in some places. How do you know your program has allocated memory but not released it? Manual unit testing or manual black box testing may not help you, whereas if you use tools, if you use the tools, it will help you to pinpoint the memory leak. I'm going to start a program, okay, which is called Rational Purify Plus. Okay, there is something called Rational Purify. This is now IBM. This is a tool, as the name suggests. Purify means it will find out the memory leaks and memory related errors. I open this tool. Okay, you can go to rationalibm.com and then download this tool. You can use that. But again, as I said, don't focus too much on the menus, on the buttons. Don't ask me what this menu means, what this icon means. Grasp the concepts. If you grasp the concepts, you will really understand what it means. One person has asked, is it open source? No. This is a paid software. So this Rational Purify Plus is not an open source. Now I click Run. We have created a file, an example, that is this example that I showed you, which has got a memory leak. Now what I'm going to do is, just hold on a second. I'm going to run this program. There is something called collect error and leak data. There is an option over here. When I do this, okay, if I can find out whether the memory is leaked and if I know the source where it is created, then I can nail the problem. Someone has asked the question, can this be used for .NET programs? Yes, this can be used for Java, this can be used for .NET, C#, C++. This supports all. Now I am running this program. This program takes 3 inputs, number A, B, C. I am just giving a value 1 1 1 for all these three things. I'm just printing some message. It created something, it ran. Now it gives me a result file. If you see this result file, it is showing some error message. If I expand this, it says MLK, memory leak of 20 bytes. If I expand this, now it says this is called from main. Okay, this is actually done from malloc. The allocation happened from malloc. Then you can expand this plus signs. If you do that, look at this. It says this line, right? This particular line, which is the 15th line on this program, that allocated 20 bytes, but it is not released. I never did anything. I don't even know what is leaked or what is freed. But when I ran the program, he automatically found out, hey, you allocated here but you did not release here. Just I ran it. Are you able to understand this? Without even knowing where it is doing or where it is going, it pinpoints the memory leak. Now I'm going to show you the same thing. I'm going to free the memory. Okay, I will be freeing the memory in my code I created here before returning. Okay, I'm going to do something like free that X. Okay, I allocate here, I free here. Okay, let me try to build this, right? Now it is built, not an issue. Now I am going to run this once again. Now I say run. Before that, most of the time we need to go and then clear the cache. These tools also use, pretty much like browser cache, these tools also use cache. Now I run again. Now you see the program is running. Now I give 1 for B, 1 for C. I am entering that. Program has finished running. This time it has not given any error message over here. Did you notice that? So can you please raise the hands that you are able to see the memory freeing also, right? Great. I see all the hands raising. Perfect. It's the first time I'm seeing all the people raising the hands. That's very good. Phenomenal tool coming from IBM Rational. Anybody can just pinpoint where exactly the memory leak happens. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you another concept. So this you can use C, C++, Java, C# in every program. Now someone has asked, can this be used for VB script? VB script per se it doesn't support. When somebody asked, can it support web-based application? Again, web-based application, they use .NET DLLs or Java class files in the Tomcat server or IIS server. So if you start doing this white box testing at the server level, you can still find out the memory leaks in your web-based backend objects. Now I'm going to do one more thing. I am declaring another character pointer, okay, character star Y, and I'm going to declare character Z of say 10. Okay, or say let me do this way, character Y of 5. So this means it will hold 5 bytes. This can hold 10 bytes. Now this is after this declaration. Now what I am going to do is I am going to copy, str copy something, str copy to Y. I'm going to copy something to Y. This can hold only 5 characters. Now I'm going to say A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm copying more characters than original size. In some programming languages, this is not allowed. Okay. And in some, especially C, C++, you can still go ahead and then copy. Now what I'm doing is, this is only 5 bytes, but I'm copying more than 5 bytes. By principle, it will occupy this Z also, right? Now let me clean this and then build it. Okay. Compiler itself is giving a warning, but Z is not used, but it is not saying anything. Now I'm going to Purify Plus. Now let me go ahead and then say run. Let me clean the cache. Run it again. Now I'm giving 1, 1, 1. It finished, right? This time, again, right? People, if you are having a good amount of knowledge in terms of how this program is using the string commands, right? You can find out, you can go deep into every one of the memory usage to find out what is happening inside the code. Still now, it is not giving any issue, right? So far, he has not given any issue, right? Now, what I'm going to do, just watch. I'm going to make one more thing. I'm coming back to this. Let me initialize strcopy Z 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Z is having only 10 bytes. I am allocating more to this. What happened is, if you overwrite this Y, it spills to Z. If I do something onto Z, what may happen, we don't know, right? I'm just adding more characters to that. Now, let me clean it, build it. Now, I come back to Purify Plus. Let me close these runs. I will do it once again. Okay. For some people, if you are using a lower bandwidth, right, sometimes you may not see the screen refreshing fast enough. You may be connected to a broadband, but at that point of time, your internet service provider may be slowing down. So you may have to really use a better internet connectivity. Otherwise, you will not have any issues. Now let me run it again. Error on leak data. Now look at this. There is something called, it is freeing invalid memory in free. Previously this was not giving this error. Also it is giving memory leaks error, right? Now if you see here, right, there is a malloc of 20, but the problem is it has been overwritten by somebody else. Though we have got a free command. Look at this. Watch very carefully. I am coming back to this one. X, I have done free. Correct? I am 100% sure I have done free. But the problem is, I started allocating data for Y and Z, right? Then more, the size is more than what they have been declared. So at runtime, if you see here, this rational purify takes at runtime what called the problems, right? If you go back here, right, I try to free, but when I try to free, there are some problems. There are some problems. Why is it happening, right? People need to go. I'm 100% sure this is typically this is something called buffer overflow. If one buffer overflows to another, still you may not be able to free exactly what they want because some other pointer may be overwriting. This is another problem in C, C++. Typically, a memory leak may happen because it is not free, or one buffer overflows the other, killing all those pointers, so they don't know how to free that pointer, right? So your memory leaks can happen in multiple ways. Let me ask you an honest question. How do you like this tool? If you like this tool, please raise your hands. Memory leaks in just one click. Good. Perfect. And again, many people misunderstand memory leaks do happen only because of not freeing. It is not that. There are a lot of things. One pointer or one object overlapping the other in the memory space can also lead to memory error or memory leak. So what happens here is in rational, there are multiple preferences. Just give me a second. There are a lot of settings through which we can find out all the errors. Okay, there are a lot of different errors that could happen. So I may not be able to go through that part now. There is something called buffer overflow, memory leak. There is something called boundary breach. That means your data space in the memory trying to write to the program space. Okay. When boundary breach, program usually dumps. How many of you have got the errors? Some program is aborting. Send error report now or don't send. It suddenly aborts, and then it asks you send or don't send. Yeah, many people raise their hands. That means your program has got into a problem, right? In the problem, you will have this issue, this memory breaching. Okay, if you go to the preferences part, okay, there are lot of errors that this guy can determine. Okay, for example, if I go to this, I think, okay, someone has asked me a question saying that nowadays memory leaks, is it a big issue? Yes, memory leaks are still big issue all over the world. And we also face in our applications also, right? Someone has asked, is there any reason memory error for Y are not seen, that is not seen in Z, right? The reason here is this is typically a problem. It gives X is having a problem, but the problem is not because of X, because you also know the free command is there. That means the pointer X, when it says memory leak, look at this. Freeing invalid memory, it doesn't say not freed, right? It doesn't say free memory or allocated memory. It says freeing invalid memory, and this is the address. That means X is pointing to a memory location, but I'm not able to free because of some reason. That means pointer is messed up. Clear? Okay. This is one usage of this tool. This is typically called memory leaks, right? Now let me move to the next part of this program.